ഹലോ നമസ്കാരം. നീമാസ് ക്ലാസ് റൂമിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. നീമാസ് ക്ലാസ് റൂമിൽ ജനറൽ PSC, ആപ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ്, മാത്സ്, ടെക്നിക്കൽ PSC എന്നിവ ലഭ്യമാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്കവ ഓരോ പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റിൽ നിന്നും സെലക്ട് ചെയ്ത് കണ്ടുപഠിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. Question 1. Gross income minus outgoings. Options: net income, net return, both A and B. Option D, none of these. Gross income minus outgoings. Option C, both A and B. Net income എന്നും net return എന്നും പറയും. Second question. A semi-corrugated or tough-out sheet has a standard width of options 0.9 meter, 1 meter, 1.05 meter, 1.10 meter. Answer D, 1.10 meter. Third question. Painting coefficient for partly paneled and partly glazed or gauged doors and windows. Options: 2 1/4 times 1 surface area for both sides. Option B, 1 time 1 surface area for both sides. Option C, 3 times 1 surface area for both sides. Option D, 2 times 1 surface area for both sides. Answer is option D, 2 times 1 surface area for both sides. In measuring formwork, no deduction is made for opening up to options 1 square meter, 0.5 square meter, C 0.4 square meter, D 0.7 square meter. Answer option C, 0.4 square meter. Next question. Estimate is required to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by the competent administrative authority. Options: detailed estimate. Option B, revised estimate. Option C, approximate estimate. Option D, all of the above. So answer is option C, approximate estimate. That estimate is required to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by the competent administrative authority. Next question. Quantity of cement required for 1 unit of RCC 1:1.5:3 is options: 3.3 kilogram. Option B, 3.8 kilogram. Option C, 4.32 kilogram. Option D, 4.83 kilogram. So answer is option C, 4.32 kilogram. Next question. The multiplying factor which when multiplied by the net income gives capitalized value of the property of the present time. Options: years purchase, B, sinking fund, C, capital cost, D, rate of interest. So answer is option A, years purchase. Next question. Density of mild steel. Options: 0.785 gram per cubic meter. Option B, 7850 square cubic. C, 78.5 kilogram cubic. Option D, all of this. So answer is 0.785 gram per cubic. Next question. Earthwork for open well excavation of diameter 6 meter. The rate increased for the first 1.5 meter depth after the initial depth of 1.5 meter is. Earthwork for open well excavation of diameter 6 meter. Okay. So answer is option A, 10%. Next question. Pick up the right statement regarding deduction in plastering. So answer is option C, deductions made on one side for area of opening 0.5 meter square to 3 meter square. Next question. If the payment of annuity continue for an indefinite period, it is known as options: annuity due, deferred annuity, perpetual annuity, annuity sweetened. So answer is option C, perpetual annuity. Next question. For the supply of stiff paint, Unit of measurement in MKS system is options liter per bottle, kg, none of this. Answer is option C, kg. Next question. In a map, if 20 miles is represented as 5 centimeter, find the length of kilometer scale if maximum length to be measured is 5 kilometer. So answer is option D, 0.7768 centimeter. Next question. The ratio of long to short dashes in a chain line ranges from options A 3:1 to 2:1, B 6:1 to 4:1, C 8:1 to 10:1, D 5:1 to 7:1. So answer is option B 6:1 to 4:1. Folding method of drawing sheet as per method 1 is options 297 by 210, option B 297 by 190, option C 180 by 65, option D 240 by 330. So answer is option B 297 by 190. Next question. The asymptotes of any hyperbola intersects at options on the directrix, on the axis, at focus center. So answer is option D, center. Next question. Which of the following grades of leads is the hardest? Options A 4P, B F, C HP, D 6P. So answer is option B F. Next question. For an ellipse, the sum of the distance to a point on the curve from the foci is options. Not a constant and is equal to the length of the major axis, constant and is equal to the length of the minor axis, none of these. So answer is option B, constant and is equal to the length of the major axis. Next question. In a lettering A, the height of capital letters is divided into options 10 equal parts, 8 equal parts, 14 equal parts, 12 equal parts. So answer is C, 14 equal parts. Next question. Impact test is used to find options the hardness of a stone, the toughness of a stone, compressive strength of stone, a rate of wear of stones. So the answer is option B, the toughness of a stone, impact test. Next question. Which of the following constituents imparts the uniform shape to the bricks? Options A lime, B oxide of iron, C silica, and D alumina. Answer option C silica. Next question. The commonly used lime in whitewashing is options fat lime, hydraulic lime, lean lime, and quick lime. So answer is option A, fat lime. Next question. How many operations are involved in the manufacture of a fat lime? Options A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4. So answer option C, 3. Next question. The defect which is denoted by the presence of original rounded surface on a manufactured piece of timber is known as options chip mark, torn grain, vein, diagonal grain. So answer is option C, vein. Next question. Aldural is also known as options aluminum bronze, alclad, delta metal, autoclave. So answer is option B, alclad. Next question. The name of burning zone of blast furnace. Options hearth, throat, Bosch, Toyeros. So answer is C, Bosch. Next question. Which type of water reducing admixtures usually retard the setting time of concrete by 1 to 3 hours? Options: type A, type B, type C, type D. So answer is option D, type D. Next question. A recommended slump of normal RCC work is options: A 20 to 40 mm, B 80 to 150 mm, C 40 to 50 mm, D 90 to 100 mm. So answer is option B 80 to 150 mm. Next question. The first burning of polished terracotta is known as options: biscuiting, B faience, C zircon porcelain, D static porcelain. So answer is option A, biscuiting. Next question. Bulk density of heavy mortar is more than options: 50 kilonewton per mm cube, option B 15 kilonewton per mm cube, option C 500 kilonewton per mm cube, option D 115 kilonewton per mm cube. So answer is B 15 kilonewton per mm cube. Next question. The workability of concrete is determined by option A void test, option B slump test, option C arbitrary test, option D compressive strength test. So answer is option B, slump test. Next question. Which type of paint is widely used for showrooms, auditoriums, etc.? Options: plastic paint, option B oil paint, option C luminous paint, option D inodorous paint. So answer is option A, plastic paint. Next question. In coast rubble masonry, assert the thickness of the mortar joint is options: 12 mm, 10 mm, 14 mm, 16 mm. So answer is option A, 12 mm. Next question. The termination of a wall in a stepped fashion is known as options: squint quern, B bullnose, C toothing, D racking back. So answer is option D, racking back. The maximum safe bearing capacity value for soft rock is. Next question. The maximum safe bearing capacity value for soft rock is options: 150 kilonewton per meter square, option B 50 kilonewton per meter square, option C 450 kilonewton per meter square, option D 250 kilonewton per meter square. So answer is option C, 450 kilonewton per meter square. Next question. Example of four-centered arch is options: drop arch, segmental arch, Tudor arch, bullseye arch. So answer is Tudor arch. Next question. The usual concrete mix for RCC lintel is options: 1:2:4, B 1:3:4, C 1:3:5, D 1:4:6. So answer is option A, 1:2:4. Next question. The angle of inclination of the stair with the floor is known as options: run, scotia, pitch, nosing. So the answer is option C, pitch. Next question. Which of the following is the vertical member carrying the axial load? Options: cantilever beam, slab, column, one-way slab. So answer is option C, column. Next question. The window project outside the external walls of a room is known as options: A, dormer window, B, corner window, C. Bay window, D. Clerestory window. So answer is option C. Bay window. Next question. Name of a two-story truss. Options: A. Truncated truss, B. Belfast truss, C. Mansard truss, D. Steel truss. So answer is option C. Mansard truss. Next question. The size of rivet is expressed by options: A. Diameter of shank, B. Diameter of head, C. Shape of head, D. Length of shank. So answer is option A. Diameter of shank. Next question. The minimum clear cover required for column is options: A. 25 mm, B. 15 mm, C. 40 mm, D. 50 mm. So answer is option C. 40 mm, 40 mm. Next question. Weight per meter of 6 mm diameter round bar is options: A. 0.22 kilogram per meter, option B. 0.62 kilogram per meter, option C. 2.45 kilogram per meter, D. 0.39 kilogram per meter. So answer is option A. 0.22 kilogram per meter. Next question. Suitable span for a double joint timber floor is options: 3.60 meter to 7.5 meter, option B 8 meter to 12 meter, option C 12 meter to 14 meter, option D 14 meter to 16 meter. So the answer is option A 3.6 to 7.5 meter. Next question. Number of mangrove tiles required for covering 1 square meter of roof area is options: option A 50, B 15, C 40, D 25. So the answer is option B 15. Next question. Which pile is to be preferred for foundation in black cotton soil? Options: Frank pile, under-rimmed pile, fender pile, friction pile. So the answer is option B, under-rimmed pile. Next question. A flexible damp proofing material which is easy to lay and available in rolls. Options: A. Bricks, B. Stones, C. Hot bitumen, D. Bituminous felt. So the answer is option D. Bituminous felt. Next question. The inclined member of a stair which supports the end steps is known as options: tread, window, string, walking line. So the answer is option C, string. Next question. How much yield does a twisted bar have more than an ordinary mild steel bar? Options: 50%, B 10%, C 20%, D 30%. So the answer is 50%, 50. Next question. In a cantilever beam, the main reinforcement should be provided in options: A. Top at free end of beam, B. Middle at free end of beam, C. Top at fixed end of beam, D. Bottom at free end of beam. So the answer is top at fixed end of a beam. Next question. Type of survey used to determine different strata of earth crust is options: geological survey, mine survey, topographical survey, and geodetic survey. So the answer is option A, geological survey. Next question. In prismatic compass, when the needle points north, the reading under the prism should be options: 180 degree, 90 degree, 0 degree, and 270 degree. So the answer is option A, 180 degree. Next question. The point on which both the foresight and backside readings are taken from the previous and new positions of instrument is options benchmark, datum, true meridian, change point. So the answer is option D, change point, where we take backside reading as well as foresight. Next question. The bearing of line AB expressed in the direction A to B. Then the bearing is options forebearing of AB, B back bearing of AB, C forebearing of BA, D reduced bearing. So the answer is option A, forebearing of AB. Next question. Orientation by back sighting is done by using options trough compass, B alidate, C spirit level, D prismatic compass. So the answer is option B alidate. Next question. The process of placing the contour lines proportionally between the plotted ground points is known as options interpolation, B estimation, C reconnaissance, D relief. So the answer is option A interpolation. Next question. An imaginary line joining the intersection of the crosshairs with the optical center of the object glass and its continuation is called options vertical axis, B axis of level tube, C axis of telescope, D line of collimation. So the answer is option D, line of collimation. Next question. When the vertical circle on the left of the telescope and the target on telescope is up, then it is called options telescope normal, least count, resection, traversing. So the answer is option A, telescope normal. Next question. A circular curve which is comprised of a series of two or more simple curves of different radii which turn in the same direction is called options simple curve, reverse curve, summit curve, and compound curve. And the answer is option D, compound curve. Next question. An electronic optical instrument widely used in modern surveying is options digital theodolite, auto level, plane table, total station. So the answer is option D, total station. Next question. Where is data stored in total station? Options pen drive, data card, microprocessor, external hardware. So the answer is option C, microprocessor. Next question. Which equipment is used to reflect rays back precisely in the same direction? Options A, microprocessor, B, prism, C, tilting level, D, theodolite. So the answer is option B, prism. Next question. What is meant by GPS? Options global processing system, geographical positional system, global positioning system, geodetic positional system. So the answer is option C, global positioning system. Next question. How many GPS satellites are available in space segment? So the options are option A 33, B 21, C 48, D 28. So the answer is option B 21. Next question. The AutoCAD effective diameter of the cursor on the screen is called option A aperture, option B coordinate, option C origin, option D spline. So the answer is option A aperture. Next question. What is the full form of GUI? Options graphical user installation, global user installation, graphical user interface, geometrical user information. So the answer is option C, graphical user interface. Next question. The command used in AutoCAD to erase a part of an object between 2 points is called options chamfer, B break, C extend, D mirror. So the answer is option B break. Next question. What is the use of function key F8 in AutoCAD? Options or snap, ortho, print, save as. So the answer is option B, ortho. Function key F8, ortho. Next question. What is the use of shortcut key M? Options A, multi-test, B, modify text, C, move, D, offset. So the answer is option C, move. Next question. In AutoCAD, the method for indicating point locations using existing drawing objects as references is called options A, object snap, B, aperture, C, array, D, offset. So the answer is option A, object snap. Next question. In AutoCAD, the origin of drawing is options A, 1, 1, B, 1, 0, C, 0, 0, and D, 0, 1. So the answer is option C, 0, 0. Next question. Which command is used to copy the properties from one object to one or more objects? Options A, match properties, B, copy, C, property palette, D, grid. So the answer is option A, match properties. Next question. What denotes letter K in MKS system? Options. Option A, kilogram. Option B, kilometer. Option C, Kelvin. Option D, millimeter. So the answer is option A, kilogram. Next question. What is the ratio of power output to power input? Options. Option A, work. Option B, efficiency. Option C, acceleration. Option D, energy. So the answer is option B, efficiency. Next question. What is the name of fixed or supporting point of a lever? Options. Mechanical advantage, effort, load, fulcrum. So the answer is option D, fulcrum. Next question. When theta increases, sign value? Options. Option A, increases. Option B, decreases. Option C, constant. Option D, 0. So the answer is option A, increases. Next question. Curved area of a cylinder is option A, 4 by 3 pi r cube. Option B, 2 pi r. Option C, 2 pi r h. Option D, 2h into L plus B. So the answer is option C, 2 pi r h. Next question. How many millimeters are there in 1 inch? Options A, 2.54 mm. Option B, 25.4 mm. C, 24.5 mm. D, 2.45 mm. So the answer is option B, 25.4 mm. Next question. The irrigation capacity of unit quantity of water. Options. Option A, delta. Option B, duty. Option C, base period. Option D, crop period. So the answer is option B, duty. Next question. The canal aligned at right angles to the contour of a country is known as option A, side slope canal. Option B, contour canal. Option C, watershed canal. Option D, branch canal. So the answer is option A, side slope canal. Next question. The season in which the crops are sown by the beginning of southwest monsoon and they are harvested in autumn. Options A, Rabi, B, Kharif, C, both A and B, D, none of these. So the answer is option B, Kharif. Next question, the device which is placed in front of head regulator for silt removal is options A, wear, B, barrage, C, silt excluder, D, silt extractor. So the answer is option C, silt excluder. Next question, with reference to hydropower station, the graphical representation of discharge and time is options hyetograph, B, load duration curve, C, load curve, D, hydrograph. So the answer is option D, hydrograph. Next question, check flooding method of irrigation is used for options A, closed growing crops, B, crops which can stand in undulation of water for some time, C, tracks with flat gradients, D, none of these. So the answer is option B, crops which can stand in undulation of water for some time. Next question. On the recommendations of Indian Road Congress, the ruling gradient in plains is options A, 1 in 15, B, 1 in 20, C, 1 in 30, D, 1 in 45. So the answer is option C, 1 in 30. Next question. A curve whose radius gradually changes from an infinite value to a finite value or vice versa is called options A, circular curve, B, transition curve, C, simple curve, D, compound curve. So the answer is option B, transition curve. Next question. The stopping side distance depends upon option A, reaction time, B, braking time, C, speed of vehicle, D, all of these. So the answer is option D, all of these. Next question. The standard size of wooden sleepers on broad gauge railway track is options. Option A, 152 by 15 by 10 centimeter. Option B, 183 centimeter by 20 centimeter by 11 centimeter. Option C, 275 centimeter by 25 centimeter by 13 centimeter. D, none of these. So the answer is option C, 275 centimeter by 25 centimeter by 13 centimeter. Next question. Minimum packing space provided between two sleepers is options. Option A, 250 mm to 300 mm. Option B, 350 mm to 400 mm. Option C, 300 mm to 350 mm. Option D, none of these. So the answer is option C, 300 mm to 350 mm. Next question. Minimum packing space provided between two sleepers is options 250 mm to 300 mm. Option B, 350 mm to 400 mm. Option C, 300 mm to 350 mm. Option D, none of these. So the answer is option C, 300 mm to 350 mm. Next question. The width of top portion of a flat-footed rail is option A, 66.68 mm, option B, 69.80 mm, option C, 73.25 mm, option D, 75.87 mm. So the answer is option A, 66.68 mm. Next question. Skew bridge has an angle options 0 degree, 90 degree, both A and B other than right angle. So the answer is option D, it is other than right angle. Next question, which is the temporary pier made in the riverbed? Options, curb, scuppers, abutment, cribs. So the answer is option D, cribs. Next question, the effluent from the septic tank is discharged into options A, drainage, B, oxidation pond, C, sewer, D, sock pit. So the answer is option D, sock pit. Next question, permanent hardness of water can be removed by options adding alum, option B adding chlorine, option C zeolite process, option D boiling. So the answer is option C zeolite process. Next question. The pipe through which liquid waste carrying human excreta flows. Option A waste pipe, option B soil pipe, option C vent pipe, option D all of this. So the answer is option B soil pipe. Next question. In India, which type of sewer system are preferred? Options A partial, B combined, C direct, D separate. So the answer is option B combined. Next question. Garbage is options semi-liquid waste, liquid waste, dry waste, none of this. So the answer is a dry waste. Next question and the last one. Design period for slow sand filters as suggested. Options 30 years, B 50 years, C 25 years, and D 10 years. So the answer is 10 years.